What does it say about a community when one of its most beloved local businesses decides not just to stay, but to grow? In Atlantic Beach, that question is being answered in a big way. For years, Atlantic Beach has been one of Northeast Florida's most distinctive coastal communities. While many beach towns across Florida have embraced high-rise development, large resorts, and heavy tourism infrastructure, Atlantic Beach has largely maintained its small-town coastal character. Walkable streets, locally owned businesses, neighborhood restaurants, and a laid-back atmosphere have helped create a sense of authenticity that residents fiercely protect. That unique identity has become one of the community's greatest assets, attracting visitors who want something different from the typical Florida beach vacation. And now, one of Atlantic Beach's most recognizable hospitality destinations is preparing for its next chapter. Hotel Palms, the boutique hotel that has become a favorite among both travelers and locals, is expanding through the acquisition of the neighboring Salt Air Inn and Suites property. The move will allow Hotel Palms to increase its footprint, add new accommodations, and enhance the guest experience while preserving the character that made it successful in the first place. On the surface, it may seem like a simple business expansion, but when you look closer, this project tells a much bigger story about Atlantic Beach, Northeast Florida tourism, and the growing demand for experience-driven travel. One of the reasons Hotel Palms has resonated so strongly with guests is because it offers something increasingly rare in today's hospitality industry: a genuine sense of place. Across the country, travelers are moving away from generic hotel experiences and seeking destinations that feel unique and connected to the communities around them. Rather than booking a room that could exist in any city, people want accommodations that reflect local culture, local design, and local personality. Hotel Palms has built its reputation around exactly that philosophy. The property embraces a boutique approach focused on atmosphere, thoughtful design, and personal service. Guests aren't simply visiting Atlantic Beach, they're immersing themselves in the community. That model has become increasingly attractive as travel trends continue evolving. Visitors want walkability, they want local coffee shops, they want neighborhood restaurants instead of chain establishments, they want experiences that feel authentic rather than manufactured. Atlantic Beach naturally provides many of those qualities, and Hotel Palms has positioned itself perfectly within that environment. The acquisition of the neighboring Salt Air Inn and Suites allows the property to build upon its success without abandoning the formula that made it popular. Plans include additional guest accommodations and new poolside rooms that will expand capacity while maintaining the intimate feel that distinguishes boutique hotels from larger resort-style properties. That balance is critical because Atlantic Beach's appeal has always been tied to its scale. Unlike larger tourist destinations, the city has managed to preserve a relaxed atmosphere that feels approachable and personal. Visitors can walk to dinner, bike to the beach, and explore local businesses without feeling overwhelmed by crowds or large-scale commercial development. The Hotel Palms expansion complements that environment rather than competing with it. Instead of introducing a massive new project that could alter the character of the community, it builds upon an existing success story that already aligns with Atlantic Beach's identity. The expansion also reflects broader trends taking shape throughout Northeast Florida. Tourism in the Jacksonville beaches market has continued growing as more travelers discover what makes the region unique. While Florida's larger tourism markets often dominate national attention, Northeast Florida has quietly developed a strong reputation centered around beaches, outdoor recreation, local dining, and authentic coastal experiences. That diversification has become increasingly valuable because travelers today are seeking alternatives to crowded destinations. Atlantic Beach offers a combination of beach access, walkability, and local character that is becoming harder to find elsewhere. Hospitality operators recognize that demand. And from a business perspective, expansions like this signal confidence. Hotels are expensive investments. Operators generally do not acquire neighboring properties and commit additional capital unless they believe future demand will support that growth. The decision by Hotel Palms to expand suggests confidence not only in the property itself, but also in the long-term future of Atlantic Beach as a destination. That confidence creates ripple effects throughout the local economy. Hotel guests support nearby restaurants, retail shops, coffee houses, bars, and service businesses. Increased visitation generates economic activity that extends far beyond the hotel's property lines. It also highlights an important lesson about growth. Some of the healthiest forms of growth occur not through massive developments, but through strategic expansions of businesses that already contribute positively to a community. Rather than replacing local character, projects like this reinforce it. Hotel Palms isn't trying to become something completely different. It's doubling down on what already works. In many ways, that mirrors the broader approach Atlantic Beach has taken toward its own evolution. The community continues attracting visitors and investment while preserving the qualities that make it special. As Northeast Florida continues growing, maintaining that balance between progress and preservation will become increasingly important. The Hotel Palms expansion demonstrates that growth does not always require dramatic transformation. Sometimes the smartest path forward is simply building upon success, enhancing what people already love, and investing in the unique character that made a place desirable to begin with. For Atlantic Beach, that may be the most encouraging part of this story. The community isn't becoming something new. It's strengthening what has always made it special. And in today's travel environment, authenticity may be the most valuable amenity of all. I'm Luke Christmas, and it's always Christmas when you work with Christmas Homes.